Hi everybody, Cheri Sicard, aka Cannabis Cheri, here today with Mitch Mandel, Cannabis Cheri's cultivation editor. We're going to tell you all about the Sayhon SH1000 Sunlight Series LED grow light. But before I get to that, I just want to remind everybody, hit that YouTube subscribe button and notification bell because we try to upload new videos every Wednesday. Right. So Mitch, tell us all about this new LED grow light that we have. We're getting quite a collection.
Well, yeah, pretty much every manufacturer has their 1000 series, 2000 series, 3000 series. They're all pretty much numbered the same. And this is from Sayhon. It's a 1000 series light, which means it's a beginning light. It's the entry-level light for a small 2x2 grow tent. They say 3x3 on their website, but I would still stick with a 2x2 for this light. So let's get this out. Now, as I don't know if you've explained this before, but manufacturers do send us their products at no cost to us in hopes that we will give them a favorable review. But tell them about how we do our reviews because...
Okay. Our review policy at CannabisCheri.com is pretty simple. You can send us the product. If we like it, we'll talk about it. If we don't, we usually just will decline to review it at all unless it's something we really think would endanger the public in some way. So if we are reviewing a product, it's because we think it has some merit or is a good value for the money or things like that. Now, I will say we haven't actually set up the grow yet, so that's going to take some time, so you're going to have to stick with us later to see once we actually have it up and working in the grow room. But I know that even at this stage, there were some things you really liked about this light.
Right, just looking at it on paper. I haven't taken it out of the box. The manufacturers, they love you doing an open box and take it out. It's almost like Christmas every time they send you something. So, yeah, so here we go. We're going to open the box.
Okay, open the box. But like I said, I know you've checked it out and there's things about it you really like.
Right, we'll get into that. So when we open the box, it starts off with a user manual, which is a pretty nice looking user manual. It's not cheap and flimsy, so they put a little thought into that.
Okay.
It comes with this VIP card. I don't know. It's got a fake magnetic strip on it.
I don't know what that is. Okay, so that's whatever. Okay, what else do we have?
Then we just got the cover. There's just another piece of advertising that they put in there.
Okay. So. Now let's get to the good stuff.
I know. There we go. Let's get this cover off.
And there it is.
And here it is. It's the light. Now this light, like all the other newer lights that are out today, let's inside the box. First, let's go inside the box. There's hangers, which they all have. There's the power strip, which everybody has, and these are more of the hangers that helps you to hang the light. So that's.
And these little pieces? Or?
These were part of the packaging.
Packaging. Okay, so we can get rid of the box.
Let's get rid of the box. Here, give it to me.
All right.
Okay.
Be gone.
Be gone. Let's get rid of that. So now let's get to the light.
Let's get to the light. It's very compact and small, which is...
It's a small light for a small tent for a beginning grow for a 1 plant or 2 small plants in a 2x2 or 2.5 by 2.5 tent. Like I said, they claim a 3x3, but I would still keep it to a 2.
Yeah, that does look pretty small. Yeah,
the light, well, with all of these LEDs, the light tends to dissipate quite a bit as you get outside the light area. But when looking at the back of the light, this light itself is called the quantum board light, and everybody is going to this quantum board style. So you see, it's very thin. It's all the lights are mounted to a board, and the last 3 or 4 lights we reviewed are all the same design. They all look you look at it, they're all identical in looking. The LEDs are mounted to a board.
And we have the ribs here, which keep it cooler.
Which help keep it cool in theory, right? Well, it's not even theory; it is. Yeah. They do keep it cooler. So this light itself, the one thing that when I first looked at it here, they don't use a well-known driver. It looks like they're using just some sort of off-the-shelf kind of driver. Most everyone's used the Meanwell driver, which is kind of an industry standard. So, but this light is also only $85 as opposed to $115 or $120 that some of the other lights we reviewed are at.
Okay, so it is a lot less expensive, but we'll have to see in the long run, later on down the line, how it holds up.
Right.
So come back and see us then.
Right. So it has, let's see, when we go through the light, it has, this is a 105 watt light. So some of the other lights are 150 and some are 100. So it'll put out the same amount of wattage and take out the same of electricity. In addition to the driver, it has a dimmer, which is good. We like the dimmer because when you're vegging your plants, you want to be about half power, and as the weeks go by, you raise until you're 100% power when you're flowering. So they all have the dimmers, which is great. This one has, let's see, it has a fair amount of lights in it. It has, the one thing I did like about this, it has ultraviolet. This has this strip here, which has ultraviolet and UV. Most lights have either one or the other. These guys decided to put both in there, which gives you a more full spectrum.
Wow,
which is
nice.
Which is probably why they call it the Sunlike series.
Right. Okay. So that's a nice feature.
Yeah, it is a very nice feature.
And this light comes in other sizes as well, I assume?
Right. They make this light in the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. What's what they call? So they're 100 watt, 200 watt, 300 watt. But first, let's see if we like this one before we start.
Okay.
The other ones. So that's really all there is to say about this light. Well, not all, but let's see. It has the supplemental bar, which I really like. The heat sink, which keeps it cool. And the difference between, another reason why this light is a little less expensive is there's two different chip manufacturers out there.
Okay.
There's Samsung, which everyone's heard about, and Osram, which is a kind of an off-brand, but it's not really an off-brand because their lights have proven to be about as equally as good as the Samsung.
Oh, nice.
So this light is a little less expensive because they use a different driver, and they use some different, they use the Osram LEDs, which a lot of manufacturers do use the Osrams with good luck. So,
okay, so those are not necessarily negatives, but the positive of it is
they're less expensive,
so
your product and your end product is less expensive.
Okay.
And they also they're thin covering, a plastic covering to help keep the lights waterproof. In general, this looks like every other LED we've been reviewing here. So now we just need to try them out and
see if it holds up for
Right.
if that lower price, what you're sacrificing, if anything, which you might not be.
Right. So, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the three lights I have. I have one from Spider Farms, Mars Hydro, and we have this one. And using a device, we can check how much light is emitted from each light. So we're going to compare the three lights, and we're going to see if they put out enough light to grow your plants.
Okay, that's good.
And
So that'll be a separate video.
Right.
Look for that coming up. We upload new videos every Wednesday, so.
And that's really about it.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you all next time, and grow your weed.
All right.